Universal health coverage means that all people everywhere can get the quality health services they need without financial hardship. And it must be prioritized at all levels of government, with whole of government and whole of society action, so that people can access essential health services regardless of their socioeconomic and legal status, regardless of their health condition or the disease they suffer, or their religion, their gender, and regardless of their age. In 2019, at the UN High-Level Meeting on Universal Health Coverage, political leaders endorsed the most ambitious and comprehensive political declaration on health in human history. And next year, at the UN High-Level Meeting on Universal Health Coverage, again, we will be taking stock of the progress made on those commitments and hope to see more actionable commitments on universal health coverage. The COVID-19 pandemic has reinforced that to achieve both universal health coverage and health security, countries must invest in resilient and equitable health systems based on primary health care. We need a comprehensive, a multisectoral, and inclusive approach that puts communities at the heart of decision making. Health workers and volunteers continued their work even when formal health systems were overburdened during the COVID-19 crisis. And had we invested more into health workers and community engagement from the start, we could have been much more effective in our pandemic response. We all know that community-based health systems help build trust, which is the most valuable commodity in health. And to establish trust and to strengthen it, we must place civil society and communities at the center of our efforts to achieve universal health coverage. I must mention here that achieving universal health coverage is a matter of political will and responsibility, and that it is a precondition for pandemic preparedness and inclusive and sustainable development. We must prioritize multi-stakeholder engagement by including citizens, by including civil society and international organizations and entities, and development partners and the private sector and local governments and trade unions and parliamentarians and academics. And all of these stakeholders are very important. But governments need to develop clear strategic approaches to achieve universal health coverage and must institutionalize civil society and community participation and engagement. Finally, I want to mention that as we are less than 1 year away from the 2023 high-level meeting on universal health coverage, we must consistently push for 3 priorities. Firstly, inclusive accountability, with member states reporting on progress towards 2019 universal health coverage commitments in consultation with country stakeholders of universal health coverage 2030. Secondly, a comprehensive review of global health commitments strategically linked with the SDG accountability processes. And thirdly, country commitments to core minimum health systems capacities as the basis for universal health coverage and health security in tandem with the lead up to the UN high-level meeting on pandemic preparedness and response and the ongoing pandemic treaty negotiations. I wish you a very successful conference.